hasn't been a new asset class since the bond market was created in 1693. Well, now there's a new asset class, and it is the digital asset space. The question is, are you participating? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Listen, I want to come on here real quick and share just a little bit about what's going on in the XRP and Ripple ecosystem. So guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do this. So FXCoin, shout out to cryptoassociate.com, FXCoin to launch Ripple XRP Remittance experiments in Japan. This is a very, very good read, guys. So listen, here's a summary, and then I'm going to go over the article with you guys. Senior strategist at FXCoin, Yasuo Matsuda says, our FXCoin also sees RippleNet and XRP as game changers in international remittance. FXCoin will begin remittance experiments in Japan. FXCoin, a Tokyo-based cryptocurrency exchange, is dipping its feet into remittance and with RippleNet, a Ripple remittance product. Now, the cryptocurrency exchange has been accepting new accounts as of April 23rd. And I know that some news came up. There was news about FXCoin about a month and a half ago when I believe Awesome Crypto Eddie shared some of that information as well. But I think it's really, really important considering this is May, considering this is talking about an exchange in Japan. And we all understand that May 1st was the final implementation of the new rule standard that allows exchanges and come these crypto firms like SBI, Ripple Asia, and FXCoin, which is an exchange, to understand the regulations and begin to do business to abide by those regulations. So this is really, really huge to cover this in May, especially for Japan. So in addition to offering Bitcoin trading, FXCoin senior strategist Yasuo Matsuda told Cointelegraph last month, so it was last month, that it plans on expanding and experimenting with remittances using XRP. According to a new weekly report, FXCoin is making good on those plans. So again, using XRP. So FXCoin is looking to do exactly what Bitso, right, a RippleNet partner, right, using XRP, right, from the U.S. to Mexico in terms of remittances. And now FXCoin is looking to do the same thing in Japan with its exchange because they saw the examples. They saw the results, the massive success. It turned Bitso from just being an exchange in Mexico to being the largest exchange in Latin America. Right? So FXCoin is looking to do the same thing because of the fact that they're using ODL and XRP. And again, according to a new weekly report, FXCoin is making good on those plans of using XRP for remittances. So here's a quote from Mr. Matsuda. Our FXCoin also sees RippleNet and XRP as game changers in international remittance. We believe that the remittance via XRP, which has started to spread mainly in business to customer, will expand to business and large enterprise transactions. And we are planning the first demonstration. Okay, this is translated, right? The first demonstration experiment of XRP remittance between large enterprises in Japan. Okay, in the report, Matsuda states that the FXCoin is planning remittance experiments in Japan using XRP. This is positive news as Asia already has established RippleNet platforms, right? Exactly. FXCoin is also backed by one of Ripple's largest partners, SBI Holdings is a Tokyo-based financial conglomerate, it sure is, and one of RippleNet's largest customers, processing over 10 billion Japanese yen through the SBI Remit. SBI Remit is powered by Ripple's RippleNet, guys. And so, again, I think it's important to point this out in May because we know the laws, like Crypto Eddie reported and shared with us, that the laws May 1st, right, it kind of became effective, allowing crypto firms and exchanges to operate in a regulatory framework because they weren't clear on what the regulations were going to be. And this is what we're hoping that happens in the States, in the United States. You know, we're hoping that we get some regulatory clarity or a framework that would just allow these firms to begin to operate and do business, start transactions, increase volume, right? All of this kind of stuff that we're looking to see. So SBI to consolidate Japanese ATMs. Yeah, that was another article as well. SBI and the Japanese ATMs will be using Ripple-powered money tap. The ATMs will be powered through money tap, which is XRP. All right, so RippleNet. Ripple's flagship platform has seen rapid growth in 2020. The fintech giant has also accelerated the development of its RippleNet platform with the development of a loan platform and RippleNet Home. RippleNet Home is going to be, it's great, right? So in addition to providing remittance services, RippleNet Home will bolster RippleNet's value proposition by providing institutions with market insights as well as partnership opportunities. Genius, right? RippleNet Home is sort of like I don't know if you would call it a cloud service, but what it does is, you know, you're this company on RippleNet and you're looking for some partners in some different regions and you want to learn about this company. So RippleNet provides kind of the insights on the company, what they're doing, what this business model looks like, what their numbers are, right? It's just genius. It's a service for being on the RippleNet platform. And let us not forget the new added services that is coming in terms of loans, right? RippleNet loans, if you will, right? Providing working capital to those companies that are on the RippleNet. Let us not forget about that monster that is coming. So furthermore, as Ripple's extensive network of partnerships and customers continue to grow, adoption follows. Yes, indeed. Great article, my friend. Good. Who is this? This Adit Gupta is the contributing author at thecryptoassociate.com. So yeah, really good. A great read. A great write up there. It is 10,000% correct. This is something that is going to add to the adoption factor, right? It is going to 100% add to the adoption factor. So I'm going to go over one other thing as well. I think it's still important that we continue to pay attention to this executive order or regulatory relief to support economic recovery. An executive order signed by the president, POTUS, the president of the United States, guys. Important to understand. Issued on May 19th, 2020. Here, I'm just going to cover a couple highlights from this. Executive order on regulatory relief to support economic recovery. Okay, I'm going to go to the heart of it, okay, to the heart of this. Just as we continue to battle the bear cold itself, so too must we now join together to overcome the effects the bear cold, and I call the bear cold the recent pandemic that is going on in the world. We can't mention the words on YouTube, so I call it the bear cold, just to clarify that for all the people out there in podcast land and are new to the channel, right? So just as we continue to battle the bear cold itself, so too must we now join together to overcome the effects the bear cold has had on our economy. Success will require the efforts not only of the federal government, but also of every state, tribe, territory, and locality, of businesses, nonprofits, and houses of worship, and of the American people. To aid those efforts, agencies must continue to remove barriers to the greatest engine of economic prosperity the world has ever known, the innovation, initiative, and drive of the American people. By the authority vested in me as president, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered as follows. It is the policy of the United States to combat the economic consequences of the beer code with the same vigor and resourcefulness with which the fight against the beer code itself has been waged. Agencies like the Department of Transportation should address this economic emergency by rescinding, modifying, waiving, or providing exemptions from regulations and other requirements that may inhibit economic recovery, consistent with applicable laws and with protection of the public health and safety, with national and homeland security, and with budgetary priorities and operational feasibility. They should also, so this is in addition to what I just read, they should also give businesses, especially small businesses, the confidence they need to reopen by providing guidance on what the law requires, by recognizing the efforts of businesses to comply with often complex regulations in complicated and swiftly changing circumstances, and by committing to fairness in administrative enforcement and adjudication. And what I would humbly say to you is, tell me, what does it look like? What does it look like for agencies should address this economic emergency by rescinding, modifying, waiving, or providing exemptions from regulations? Rescinding, modifying, waiving, or providing exemption from regulations and other requirements that may inhibit economic recovery. What does that mean for us in the digital asset space? What does that mean for us in the digital asset space? Will that allow the Department of Treasury to move forward on some things that they possibly could not move forward with in the digital asset space? What does the Brian Brooks move from the legal officer, right, the chief legal officer at Coinbase, to becoming this chief operating officer at of the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currencies? What regulations may he have been pointed out or familiar with that or have been inhibiting him from moving forward with a new quantum financial system that is built around digital assets? That's what I believe is a possibility. That's what I believe is what's going to allow us to move forward. That we all have said this, we all mentioned about the beer code being the reason to move forward in a new financial system. This executive order, I believe, adds to that exponentially, guys. All right, so guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.